Welcome back to the Actery Magic Channel. I'm Steve, the Actery. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about Arcades the Strategist. But before we get into that, please know that we are doing a 30-day challenge here at the Actery Magic Channel, and I am so excited for it. These are the top 30 commanders for the last 2 years. Stay tuned. We have another video tomorrow. All right, let's get into it. Arcades, what up, homie? This guy, if you're not familiar, is the wall commander of wall commanders. Anyway, he's a 4-drop, 1 green, blue, and white, 1 generic Elder Dragon, 3/5, flying and vigilance. Whenever a creature with defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Each creature you control with defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have defender. This is fantastic. Let's go swinging. Let's hit them big butts. All right, guys, so let's get into our honorable mentions. And at the top of our lists, apologies, that third image always gets a little bit cut off. Okay, so we've got Overgrown Battlement is our 2-drop, taps for 1 green for each creature we control with defender. Awesome. Axeman Guardian is the same thing, defender. He taps for X mana in any combination of colors. So it doesn't have to be one color, it can be any combination. So it can cast Arcades by himself, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. This guy's fantastic. He's kind of an all-star in this deck. Sunscape Familiar is 1 white, 1 generic, is 0/3 wall. It says green spells and blue spells used play cost 1 less to cast. So not just our creatures. Everything that we cast that's white and blue. I'm sorry, green and blue. All right, next up on our list, we have number 5 is Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive. It's 1 blue, 1 generic, and he is a 1/3 that says creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. Well, we're just gonna rack and stack a bunch of creatures in our deck that have 0 power and 0, well, not 0 toughness, certainly 0 power though. So all of our creatures should be unblockable. Siddhar Kondo of Jammura is not exactly a creature with defender, so he's kind of he's a strange include. He's a 1 white, 1 green, 2 generic human knight flanking. It says whenever a creature without flanking blocks this creature, that creature gets -1, -1 until end of turn. Cool. As a 2/5, it says creatures your opponents control without flying or reach can't block creatures with power 2 or less. So since we have so many creatures with 0 power or 1 power, this is going to make our creatures unblockable a lot of the time. Very cool card, and it fits right alongside Tetsuko. All right, number 4 on our list, let's get that damage in. These cards are going to guarantee that we have a way of dealing that butt damage. So Assault Formation is 1 green, 1 generic. It says each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. 1 green, target creature with defender can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. Okay. And then 1 green, 2 generic creatures you control get +0/+1 until end of turn. So we can, in essence, pump their power and toughness. This high alert is really freaking cool. It's similar. This is a blue, a white, and 1 generic. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have defender, so we don't have to pay for it. But it does have the added upside of being able to untap target creature for a blue, white, and 2 generic. Very cool card. All right, number 3 on our list. Oh, these cards. These are things that I've been seeing over the years for toughness. I really like them. Okay, so Feed the Pack. Stick with me here. It's a green, it's 5 generic. It says at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a non-token creature. If you do, put X 2/2 green wolf creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrificed creature's toughness. So you sack a 0/3 wall, you get 6 power out of it from Feed the Pack. If you sacrifice a 0/7 and Wall of Frost is a thing, you're going to get 14 power out of your sacrificing that card. You're going to untap with 14 wolves that are 7 wolves that are 2/2s. Fantastic. Skurge Skull of Veil is kind of a similar theme. It says 1 green, 2 generic Hydra, 0/0. It enters the battlefield with 2/1 counters on it. Cool. It has trample. It says tap, sacrifice another creature. Put a number of 1/1 counters on Skurge Skull of Veil equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. So we can really compound these effects by sacrificing these big beefy creatures. If we don't have Assault Formation or High Alert, or Arcades has been killed too many times, Skurge Skull of Veil is going to be able to beat down really, really hard. And then there's Towering Titan, not a cheap creature. It's a 6-drop 0/0, enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it, where X is the total toughness of other creatures you control. Still a very cool card. But it says sacrifice a creature with Defender. All creatures gain trample until the turn, and we're assigning damage based on our combat damage, or based on our toughness. Very cool card. Number 2 on our list is kind of a smorgasbord of goodness. That is Slaughter the Strong, Fell the Mighty, and Dusk. Okay, so these cards in various ways are one-sided board wipe. So Slaughter the Strong says each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total 4 power or less, then sacrifices all other creatures they control. So this can get us, keep us 4 creatures, 5 creatures, and completely nuke the other side of the board. Very cool. Fell the Mighty says destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. So you choose your 0/4 wall and destroy all the things bigger than that. Awesome. And then Dusk says destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Cool. And then we can Dawn, return all creatures with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battle. It's your hand. So that'll even get back our Towering Titan because it's a 0/0 technically. All right, number 1 on our list is Unnatural Growth. It is quadruple green and 1 generic. It says it's an enchantment. It says at the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Our dudes are gonna be so big. So big. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you liked this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, we're going to have another video. I can't wait. See you guys. Bye. Bye.